Welcome back to Just Fantastic Raps channel. We're right where we left off. Does it have something weird? No, flywheel is normal. Last time we got our hands on a V10 and we were quite disappointed to find out it was in terrible... No, it was actually in great shape, but it was made terribly. It had to do every single stupid thing, and I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. At least 10 spark plugs. And also, let's check out what other things we have to do. A turbo? No. A throttle V10? Do you have a throttle V10? A and a B. What was it? Let's say that it was an A. I am guessing that it was an A. Let's just check a bunch of parts. Since this is lower and lower, this should be one of the first ones that we got. Throttle A. So 2 throttles A. 2 of these guys, and also we would like to buy 2 spark plugs I bought. I will be looking at mufflers later. I need a power steering pump probably. Does it use a V8 power steering pump? Let's just check my inventory. It should be around the belts. Power steering pump I4B. I did not expect that one. An alternator too. I4B is the one that we need. We also would like to have a V10. Is there a V10? Please be a V10 and just be called a V10. It is called a V10. It is the wrong V10. It's a V10-8, I think. A. V10A intake manifold. It should be this one. Let's just buy it. I mean, it could only be wrong, you know. Ignition wires AVA, yeah, those ones and those ones I need. Also need the coils. The coils were these guys and I need 10 of them. I mean, it's expensive, but I don't remember what the fuel system rail thing was. Those are more exhausts. I need the flywheel. Wait, let's just go to gearbox and quickly buy all the things that I need. Going back to engine, I would need a normal air filter. Unless... oh, it's a bigger one. Okay, I bought a normal air filter, whatever. I didn't buy an alternator yet. Now I did. Camshaft is necessary as a V10A, I am guessing. Most of these parts should be a V10A. There is no carburetors, at least I didn't see any when disassembling. The engine heads I need to check. For now I need to buy the other pieces of equipment which are in the normal shop, and it's a piston. It's a piston ring and I need 10 of them because they don't have any performance piston rings, which I cannot understand, but whatever. Yep, let's just build all the pistons because pistons are irreparable. And we are also putting in, you know, performance ones, like let's check. Yeah, they're irreparable as I knew it. This car has barely ran and they just sold it. Okay, whatever. I bought it, it's mine to own, and I own it. And I have it and I will drive it. This car is definitely getting slicks, by the way, because otherwise it would be undrivable. Do you like crashing? Yes? Then go ahead. We can kind of make it into a drag car, but I don't wanna. I just wanna do it I wanna do it looking like the original. It's just that I will be changing the. I need to buy a bearing. I just wanna do the same thing, like the same car, honestly. It's just, I need a cup. Seriously, a single cup broke? Okay. Cup. I would need a rod cup and also a bear. Not a seer, a bear. Or should I say a bear-ing? I know, very big difference between a bear and a bearing, but I mean, both sound nice, and I just wanted to put a bear inside the engine. What else? Also, although thinking about it, we are kind of making a monster, so yeah, you could say that this is the bear. Fuel filter. It's the bear. The bear. Okay, I remembered something that I shouldn't have. Me, my brain, and I doing the weirdest stuff, going crazy. Come here, V10A. Come here, V10A. Come here, V10A. Come here, V10A. Hey! Engine head V10A. Okay, let's go and get the engine head V10A. Engine head V10A. Engine head A V10A and engine head B V10A. V10A. Yes, here you be. I don't think there are performance rods or rockers. I will check, but I don't think there are. And of course I managed to repair the... Also, the thing I checked... I'm getting a bit sidetracked here. I bought the right one, hooray, I am awesome. I checked once, when I went to a barn, like you know the barns in this game. I went to one of the barns and I bought a used part that I knew I could repair. And it sold and I bought it for cheap. And I managed to make money. Like I didn't make a lot of money, but I made money. Fuel rail V10s. Okay, it's a self thing. A fuel rail V10A. And I need 2 of them. Okay, well done me. I didn't buy the wrong thing. Because I didn't buy anything. And exhaust manifold V10A. Exhaust manifold. I should probably look at exhaust. It's not under exhaust. What do you mean? It should be under the exhaust if you're asking me, but whatever. V10A, 2 of them. Thank you. No, thank you. Anyways, for now we put this in. I have bought the ignition. I have bought the spark plugs, and yes, as you can see, I am very carefully deciding not to touch anything connected to the rods, because I simply don't want to. I prefer doing literally everything than putting the rods and the rockers on. It's just who I am. I hate this. I hate it! Okay, let's put the chrome one in, and that should solve our issues. Come on. Go there. And now, valve push rod rockers. They're all 100%. Am I able to fix those? And if there is no... Okay, let's go to push. Rock. No, there are no rockers and no push rods. That is, if I have been able to repair every single rod, and the rockers are repairable, which they are not. I expected as much. Rocker V10A, and I need 20 of them. The maximum amount you can buy is 20. Okay, didn't know that. Now I know. Thank you. Thank you. And now the best and the boring part, the best boring part in Car Mechanic Simulator. Put a rod, put a rocker, put a rod, put a rocker, put a rod, put a rocker, or put a rod, put a rod, put a rod, put a rod, put a rocker. There is nothing difficult about this. There is nothing interesting about this. It's just annoying and I don't like it. I am sorry about rambling. It's fun though. I love this. I love this game is one of, well, not exactly my favorite. It's one of the ones that I could play for, well, for a while and stop. That's why you've been seeing this game come and go from the channel, because I like to play it. That's really it. It's good. It's well made. It's interesting. You learn new stuff. Like some of the things you fix and repair are very well made in the game. And I mean, you do learn some stuff. Like not a lot, honestly. It's a video game, but they don't teach you. But if you have a pea brain like I do, you at least understand how stuff works. It gives you a general idea about engines, about the most of the was every single one of those 100? Let's remove the last one and that will tell me. Yeah, if the last one was 100, then every single one before it is 100. And these guys are new. Because the game generally makes things go in order of quality. Like it would go 100% quality is before 99% quality. So when I checked the last one, it showed that everything was if I check the last one and it's 100%, that means the one before it couldn't have been less than 100. And that's what told me that I had the proper one. Okay, that's a bit weirdly placed, but whatever. I actually didn't notice the gap on the other one, on the other side, because I was probably looking from a different direction, from a different perspective, should I say. And then the cover, and that's the engine build. Wait. I don't see anything missing. Oh. Herp-a-derp-a-derp. Let's just ignore the giant gaping hole in the front. Yes. Cane? Chain. Language is difficult. I didn't mean to do anything. Let's just ignore the giant gaping hole in the front and say that it's done. I don't know what you're talking about. I see that everything is perfectly fine. No water pumps can be performance water pumps, and I don't know why. Power steering. Power steer! Well, obviously, imagine if this car didn't have power steering. You'd be dead. No, actually, since I'm an owner of non-power steering car, roller Bs, 2 roller Bs, okay. 2 roller Bs, I would also need a crank. Give me a second and I will tell you what I meant to say. A V8? It was a V8, am I not wrong? And water pump pulley is also another thing that I need to buy, and it's this one. So what I meant to say was, since I'm an owner of a car that doesn't have power steering, it's not that difficult to drive if you're already going. Steering in one place, terrible. You can barely turn the wheel. Well, you have to give it a little strength because, well, there is some power steering, but it's in the form of more like levers. So you are technically still steering the whole wheels and you don't have any help doing it. Like if you go and turn the wheel of a Serpentine belt. Let's go serpentine belt V10. V10, where art thou? V10, where art thou hiding? V10A. And then is a idler roller A. Row. And this should be the last part that I need to place, if I am not wrong. Oil will be put in later. And this should be it. Did I place? Yes, the clutch release is there. And let's remove this engine from the stand. Take off engine and let's put it back in the car. If you have a power steering car, like our family car has power steering. My personal car doesn't have power steering. And it leads to something, and it does this. If I'm stationary, I can barely turn the wheel, so it takes time and some strength. If I am going, no, air filter base is what I need. If I'm going forward, or any direction in that matter, it doesn't really bother me. Like it doesn't feel hard to rotate the wheels, because, you know, maneuvers are harder. That's what I want to tell you. Maneuvers are harder since you have to rotate the wheel a bunch. Cover? Did I fix the cover? Of course I didn't. Why did they make the cover not fixable? I hate you. I hate you. So what I mean to say is power steering is possible while driving. Power steering while standing still is hard. No power steering while standing still is hard, but you get what I mean. Also battery. Let's go over here and charge the battery for a few seconds. It needs 3% charge, but even if it needed 50% charge, it would be done in literally seconds. In some literal seconds. Okay, let's pick the car up and start working on the bottom. Most of the suspension is repairable by hand, so it should be fine. Since, you know, high repair chance with only the brakes would need to be repaired, and the rubber bushings need to be bought. So how many rubber bushings does I need? Wait, let's count how many rubber bushings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 rubber bushings! 20 rubber bushings! 20! And some small. I also need a few small rubber bushings. Siled. I'm siled. Could you hear that I'm siled? And everything else should be fixed. The bearing isn't fixable. Yup, the wheel hub bearing, and I need 4 of them. Wheel hub bearing, I need 4 of them. I need 2 caps since they're not repairable. If I go to brakes, I need 2 normal brake discs, 2 ventilated, and 4 pads. Not 5, 4. Hey, this car doesn't have an ABS? Okay, whatever. You do you. Like these brakes, I don't think these brakes would be enough to stop this car. Especially with what I am doing, but whatever. I am not the one to judge. Sway bars are irreparable, as are tie rods. I also think gearbox V10A. This one will be destroyed, but let's just put the default on and let's see how well it does. Until it doesn't. Let's see how well it does until it isn't able to do anything. Yes, I am literally going to destroy this. But that's beside the point. I am not going to destroy it, because this game has no wear on parts after you have put them on. So if I build this and if I build this with 100% parts and I go and crash this car 17 bajillion times into a wall, it is not going to go down on wear and tear. Because amazing video games! Logic! Love it! You love it! Every single piece of it. You love it! Sway bar B, that means... Let's go. Sway bar B, front. Also need the 2B links, and I would need... let's go to suspension. And I would need to buy a double wishbone shock absorber, if I'm not wrong. 2 front springs and 2 front shock absorber springs. I need 2 rear shock absorber cups and 2 rear springs, because the other pieces are repairable. Tie rods. That's what I forgot. Tie rods. Where art thou? No, that's the inner one. Okay, outer one. Tie. Tie rods. Where are you hiding? Hello there. Beautiful. I need to build the things back up. Yes, tie rods. And now I can shove the tire on. But first, join parts. And I will not leave you hanging with this video. I mean, I will be cutting it off about soonish. Let's just fix at least the front fully, and then when I'm going to call it a day for this video. But I am not going to be leaving without making a third one on where I will be driving this car, and probably hitting a wall, because it's going to be terribly fast. And I don't know if I'll be able to reach its top speed anyways. But whatever. I will be putting race tires on it, and yeah, it will be driving great until you wanna turn. You know, just normal stuff. But for now, thank you for joining me, and have a great day.